Start of the third term, 11-2-68 Werribee Centrals. They lead Thomson 7-5-47. The umpires are exchanging phone numbers or something in the middle. So now we're going to start the third term. 21 points of difference, Werribee Centrals in front. It's going to be Oakley and Stewart at the first bounce. They go up. Oakley gets it down to Gardner to Fanning. Left foot kick from the middle towards half forward. Forbes in front. Dorado did well. Off hands Menzies. Handball. Was okay to Bradley, but just didn't quite get its target. Flakemore's there. Shuffled the handball back to McTaggart. Handball to Gardner. Kick it. Still running around at half forward. He's slung off the ball. They've lost it. Advantage paid now through Delaney. Chris Delaney runs through the middle, goes long towards half forward. Calvert up against Rowan. Doesn't sit for Calvert. Rowan surrounded though. Handball was okay to Mervyn. Kept his feet. Goes with Mervyn now wide to Daniel Fanning, who's taken the mark on centre wing. Can run free. Coming at him, Warren Foley. Gets the kick away, though, towards half forward. Forbes works to the front. Bernardo over the back. Menzies comes in. Does well. Hawks wraps him up, though. And he's not going anywhere. And at 50 will be a ball up.
Very strong tackle from Hawks there, wasn't it?
It was. And Dale Menzies gets up, gives the football back to umpire Douglas, who'll put the ball in the air. Does so now. Stewart comes in. Oakley as well. Get a hand to it. Off hands. Back towards the pack. Howlett. Kick off the ground. Savali Armstrong. Will McTaggart's got it. Kick over his shoulder. Back towards the 10-metre square. JJ's up. Off hands. Bradley's there also. Will lead in the race. Chris Smith is close to the boundary line as well. Flakemore. And they'll set over the boundary line in the right forward pocket for a throw in.
So the ball deep in the forward line for Thomson, kicking in this third quarter to the northern end. We're about 15 metres from the behind post. Big pack of players in the pocket. Ball comes in. Stewart gets a tap clearly down. Beck can't quite reach the footy. He's on hands and knees, and now there's a number of players over the top of him and the footy. As Dale Menzies came out with it. So we've got about 16 players around the football, deep in the forward pocket for Thomson in this third quarter. Oh, JJ, it's the first time the umpires paid the decision.
That.
Justin pushed Stewart out, and the free kick goes to Sean Stewart.
That's a hospital hat.
Oakley.
Well, it's a very good mark to his opposition ruckman, actually, Dean Oakley in the middle of the ground. High up over the top there, Roland Beck. I'm afraid Sean Stewart set him up there. And with this breeze, Dean Oakley some sort of a chance to go close to the distance. He's about 55 out, but the breeze is quite strong behind him.
Oh, give it to Savali Armstrong now. Oh, yeah, Calvert knew too, didn't he? Calvert knew. He's come across.
So Oakley now moves in. Well, it's a shocking kick. Going to land in the goal square, off hands. Chris Smith, big push away, and finally somebody, Sean Stewart I think it was, prepared to concede behind to the Thomson side. First score for the third quarter, Thomson 7-6-48. They trail Werribee Centrals 11-68. Lexus of Wyndham's third quarter scoreboard, 3 minutes gone.
I mean, if I could kick like that, I would have Armstrong that quick. That was a shocking kick.
So waiting for the ball to come back in. Roland Beck has got it at full back. Looks to go to the outer side. Calvert holds off Rowan, takes the mark at half back. He's got Chris Smith further afield on centre wing. Aaron Bradley's got the job on him now, goes in that direction, leads him in the race for the football and takes the mark. Chris Smith between the half back flank and centre wing. Cook gives him a lead, goes in that direction in front of Mervyn, also there. Oh, good mark too. That was Heath Buck in front of Atchison.
One grab.
At centre wing. Plays on now. Goes long towards centre half forward. Pretty open centre half forward too. They all run around. Oh, great mark. And that was Cook.
Captain
at half
Cook
forward has taken the mark. Running back with the flight of the football. Good courage. Took the mark. The lead's on from James Lee. Goes in that direction now. And he's got it too. Good kick and takes the mark. Might be too far out for James Lee to score though. We'll be shooting for 50.
Doesn't get too many points for the dive.
No.
It's awkward.
I was going to say, that was a bit tough on the knee.
Yeah.
No different to Heath Buck's mark there earlier where he did a neck.
So James Lee's kicked one goal this afternoon.
I'm just getting behind him. I'm just getting behind him, Pete, so I can see what he's doing wrong.
Jeez, Laurie, you'll nearly be on the ground. James Lee to come in from 50, passes on, and has it got there? Yes, it has. Cook takes a good mark. Only 20 metres out directly in front.
Well, he set it up. He probably deserves to kick the goal, doesn't he? He took a very strong, courageous mark on the flank and ran strongly into position. It's pretty poor defence, Pete, there. You shouldn't get one loose like that, should you?
Not right in front of goal. You think they would have just filled the hole and had someone standing there, but there was no one.
So Cook put the first goal on the board in the third term.
One that'll hurt too, I think.
John, it's like playing golf. Just get up and hit it.
So Steve Cook comes in and kicks the goal. His first, their 12th for Werribee Centrals. They go to 12-2-74. They lead. Thomson 7-6-48. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes played.
Well, as you said,
12-2, mate, in this this breeze, Eric.
Yeah, but as you said, Pete, like they'd had 4 minutes of the play, Thomson hadn't capitalised. They got a behind. Werribee go forward for the first time since past centre-half forward kick a goal. That they do hurt, don't they?
And there's a bit of passion in Werribee's play, Eric, today that's been missing.
No doubt about that. They're here to play. As the umpire has the footy in the middle. Stewart and Oakley. Stewart gets the tap down. Ball picked up by Fanning. Throws it out to Oakley. Handball to Maharis. Handball back to Flakemore. Handball to Will McTaggart. To Gardner. Out to G. Mervyn. Set a task there. The handball wasn't too brilliant, but he got it on the left foot. Oh, great tackle there on Troy Maharis at half forward. But the umpire has said, I'll take it. And just perhaps a handball too many there.
About three, I
About
think.
three too many.
Especially when you got the wind, and I take the point that's been making already by Peter that they need in this quarter to be kicking the footy long. So on half forward flank, the ball goes up. Oakley gets the ball down to Savali Armstrong on the left foot. Ball lands just inside the boundary. Half forward flank in front of the scoreboard here at St Albans, which reads Werribee Central's 12-2-74, Thomson 7-6-48. 6.5 minutes into the third quarter. So the boundary umpire recovers the football. About to put it in once again. Sean Stewart, well, clearly in front. Taps it down. Timmy Gardner takes the ball down to Will McTaggart by hand. Across to Dean Oakley. Finally, Flakemore gets hold of the footy. He decides to kick it, and he's kicked a magnificent goal. So why wouldn't they do that? He's 50 metres out. He's headed goalwards. Nobody in the goal screen has gone through. So that's really what Thomson need in this third quarter. Michael Flakemore's first, and on the Lexus Wyndham scoreboard, 8-6-54 Thomson. They trail Werribee Central's 12-2-74. 7 minutes gone.
The young boys showed them how to do it, I think, Pete.
Actually, he played good last week. I think he might have started on the bench last week or spent some time on the bench last week and came onto the ground and did have a bit of an impact.
So back in the middle, Oakley and Stewart. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Oakley gets it down to Gardner, wrapped up by Howlett. Held to him, and it will be a secondary bounce in the middle. So 20 points the difference. Werribee Centrals with the ascendancy at this stage of the third term. 8 minutes played. Ball up. Stewart will get it down this time. Over the head of Festuca, but he goes back onto it and picks it up. Gets a quick kick towards half forward. Foot race, Kelbert and also Rowan. Rowan does well. Good defensive play. Goes towards the boundary line. And we'll see it over in front of Festuca. So it will be a boundary throw in right in front of our commentary box in between wing and half forward. Thrown in now. Stewart. Gardner in the end goes up as well, and Oakley does well. Breaks free. Handball back inboard. Howlett nearly ran into Kelbert. Got half a handball away. Oakley tried to tap it down. Gardner through the middle. Great play to McTaggart on the outboard. Goes with the right foot kick towards half forward. Lead on by Nick Maharis. Got a hand to it off hands. Back towards Nick Maharis again. He got ripped off the football.
Got to get a kick.
And we'll take a free kick at centre half forward.
Chris Smith reckon he dropped the footy.
So Nick Maharis goes towards, well, a lead, and it's okay. And taking the mark is Aaron Bradley. 40 metres out from goal, 45-degree angle.
Well, late in the season, he was the bobber up kicking goals for Thomson, wasn't he? But I think might have got one last week, but goalless so far today.
This is an important one too, Eric.
So Aaron Bradley comes in. Oh, wobbly off the boot and has missed. So they go to 8-7-55 Thomson. They trail Werribee Central's 12-2-74. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 9.5 minutes played.
So Roland Beck awaiting the return of the football. Quite a congestion of players at centre half back for Werribee. They'll break. Now they do. Which way is Beck going to go? to the outer side, kicks it long. Decent kick into the breeze. Well, Howlett pushed forward. The only player to go for the mark at the end was Dean Oakley of Thomson and takes it. Handball's out wide to Fanning. Fanning now kicks it back toward the head of the goal square. Well,
yes, good mark.
A bit of body work on that occasion.
Oh.
I can't understand. Nick Maharis, handball to Sabali Armstrong. And Armstrong under pressure. The handball shouldn't have been there, but
that's terrible footy.
He kicks it behind. 8-56 Thomson. They trail Werribee Central's 12-2-74. Lexus have win them. Third quarter scoreboard, 10 minutes gone.
Well, I don't see why they continually go backwards or continually go out wide.
He's not the he knows himself. He's not the best kick in the team. However, the worst result he could have got is out of bounds on the full, and he got and then behind is not too bad, and the goal's what they want. And Sabali Armstrong got a behind anyway, so they didn't really gain much.
It's like they might have lost the football.
They're actually trying fairly hard at the moment, Thomson. They've got the players at the drop of the footy. They just can't get the results at the moment.
Yeah, got to convert it. So Roland Beck will wait. The footy's lost.
There's going to be a change here.
Looks like Cook coming off. He's been pretty strong.
I think it's Common Solly,
is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Cook's still out there, you're right.
Boarding and back on. They've got the extra football, and I reckon a little kid has just found it in the schoolyard, so he's done very well.
You get a commendation.
Yeah, should get the football. So Roland Beck from full back goes to the outer side again. The lead's on this occasion by Chris Smith and finds him, takes the mark at half back.
Sort of going to.
Yes, Aaron Bradley standing the mark now. Smith goes with the right boot towards centre wing. Stewart goes up, gets a hand to it. Oakley also there, tapped on by Stewart.
Good play,
coming through the middle, Merry does well. Got a bit of time, goes with a right foot tumbling punt to a vacant centre half forward position. Buck runs onto it. Atchison's there as well. Peacock did well, went the other way and got it and goes long into the middle. Hasn't really got much to kick to. Nick Maharis has to make up a lot of ground off hands through the middle. Dale Menzies gets a quick kick to a vacant half forward flank coming out at pace. Troy Maharis handballs it back towards Will McTaggart. Off a step, goes long towards the goal square. JJ uses the body, it's over the head and it's bounced the wrong way and will be out of bounds for a throw in the left forward pocket for Thomson.
So 12 minutes gone. Third quarter, boundary umpire got caught out there. The ball moved pretty quickly to from the centre of the ground. Bit of activity surrounding our broadcast position.
I feel like I'm at Port Melbourne or Williamstown or something like that.
Ball comes in deep in the forward line for Thomson, the Thomson side. Justin pushes the ball toward the boundary. Oh gee, terrible scramble there. Play a hell without the footy. Justin, just with strength, grabbed the footy out of the pack, and he's landed on the red car in the forward pocket. So the danger will be relieved as Chris Smith heading toward the wing. Field umpire said, no, you can't go there, son, it's your kick. So Chris Smith now for Werribee Centrals awaiting the return of the footy, which is now back in his hands and deep in the back pocket for Werribee Centrals. 13 minutes gone, third quarter. Werribee Centrals 12-2, Thomson 8-8. Smith now goes long, big kick. Outside 50, up high, mark not taken for Thomson. Rowan in there, and it's just an arm wrestle now. There's players just trying to wrestle the footy out of there.
Eric, do you think Werribee is trying to flood the back line a bit? Or therefore, or
well,
Thompson's forward line? There's
only two players forward of centre. It's a fair point, Laurie, and at this point, why probably wouldn't you? As the ball comes to ground, picking it up there is Luke Forbes, nowhere to go. Kicked the ball, well, it's come out wide. Andrew Howlett tried to pick it up, but it's kicked along the ground by Bradley. But, oh, gee, courage there by Hawkes. Dives on the footy, tries to bring it out with a handball, can't get it out. Finally, well, as the ball came out, the umpires put a whistle on play. And on the half-forward flank, on the Social Club side here at St Albans, the umpire has called for the football. So, gee whiz, you're right. There's 4 players forward of the centre for Werribee Centrals. Everyone else in the back half. Stewart, big punch forward for Werribee Central. Gardner can't handle it. Forbes can't handle it. Pulled off the footy. And I guess to a degree Thomson are playing into Werribee's hands here, Laurie, because they've bottled it up. They've been playing 14 and a half minutes into the third quarter.
Yes, they've got to make, when they go forward, they've got to get a goal to capitalise on it and put some pressure on the Werribee side.
So ball in the air again. Was Oakley gets the ball down. Stewart picks it up. Again, not able to get the football clear. Any of the players. Finally, Andrew Hawkes come to it. Forbes, just a toe poke forward. Roland Beck ran hard at the footy. The umpire said the tackle was too high. And I think points there for courage for Roland Beck, because they ran hard at it.
He's a gutsy little player.
Good player, real old-fashioned backman. Sees a lead on the half-back flank, and span Chris Delaney. Went to play on, now called to play on.
Ooh.
Pretty ordinary effort there from
Will
McTaggart. Chris Delaney runs on, has a bounce, kicks it towards centre wing. Simon Calvert, up high, can't take the mark. Ball comes down to Stein. Kicks it towards centre half forward for Thomson. Player pushed out there is Thwaites. Ball comes to ground. Bradley tries to get a handball. Nick Maharis tries to get a handball. Finally cleared away by Festuca to the centre of the ground. Good work by Aitchison. Foils the mark. Oh, gee whiz, there's a player. Thomson player, looked like Flakemore, perhaps.
Taggart, I think.
McTaggart, was it? He's...
Going to be pretty hard for Werribee to kick a goal when they come forward.
Yes, that's Matt McTaggart actually had the footy. So we've been playing 16 minutes, third quarter. Werribee Central's 12-2. Lead Thomson 8-8.
Sean Stewart with a rest. David Kennedy on, so it might have changed in the ruck.
Chris
It's
Smith
going to
in
be
the
Chris
ruck.
Smith in the ruck against Dean Oakley. Oakley gets it down to Flakemore. Handball to a standing start. Fanning. He gets a short kick to Bradley. He's got Stein running past. Give it to him. Go great. Smother though by Jared Thwaites. Goes back towards centre wing. In there fighting hard. Flakemore handball to Fanning. Shuffled it out towards Maharis. It's going to sit for him, I think. Nick. Yes, he picks it up. On centre wing. Wheels around onto the right boot. Goes a long way home. Short little kick to Oakley. Haven't gained much there.
About 7 metres.
Yeah, 7 metres. So Oakley from centre wing. Goes towards centre half forward with a long kick. Oh, Luke Forbes up. Great mark at centre half forward over the top. Goes a little left foot kick to Sabali Armstrong. If he handballs it, I'm leaving the commentary box.
He'll kick this.
Sabali Armstrong from half forward, 50 metres out, well within his range.
Hasn't kicked one today.
Hasn't kicked one today. They need it. They're 18 points down, Thomson. They need a goal. So Sabali Armstrong, not wasting any time either. Coming in. Oh, look at that. Straight through the middle, Sabali Armstrong. His first. And the ninth for Thomson. They go to 9-8-62. They trial Werribee Central's 12-74. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 17 minutes played.
Interesting, Pete. 17 shots to 14. Trailing by 2 goals.
I'm just shaking my head, mate. It can't take an Einstein or anything to work out. They got the ball on the wing. One kick from Oakley. One good mark. One more little cross kick. One long kick, and it's a goal. Like, basically 2 and a little bit kicks.
You only got one Sabali Armstrong on the ground, I've got to say.
Give him the ball.
Give him the ball.
So back in the middle, umpire Douglas puts it in the air. Chris Smith, beaten on that occasion by Oakley, down to Fanning, kicks it towards centre half forward. Well, the crumb picked up.
Didn't have it.
Well, Thwaites missed
He
the
didn't
mark.
have it.
Now I think the umpire's
Play on.
paid the Werribee free kick.
Go on.
Gone to
It's a picnic.
who's that Kennedy out there? Oh,
What the hell are you doing?
there's a shepherd there that who was it? McTaggart climbed all over his opponent.
That's holding the ball.
Well, I think we've got.
How's that advantage? Oh, here we go.
Well, it's a comedy of errors, and a fellow in white's in the middle of it, I'm afraid. Now the umpires are standing side by side.
And Laurie is not commentating anymore. He's coaching.
So Will McTaggart takes the free kick, finds Bradley in the centre of the ground, plays on the left foot, Bradley for Thomson, kicks towards centre half forward.
That's a free.
Bernardo's holding Forbes on that occasion, running clear as Troy Maharis, puts it on
Goal.
the right
It's
foot.
a goal.
He's gone goalwards
Top
and
goal.
has kicked the goal. So great effort there. Troy Maharis kicks his third, and it's the 10th for the Thomson side. 10-8-68. They trail Werribee Central's 12-2-74. Lexus have Wyndham's third quarter scoreboard. Now 18.5 minutes gone.
Laurie, I don't think it's a good idea that your blokes,
Yes. Hit me with it.
we're talking about flooding the back line and only having one fella up here. When they do win the ball and bring it out, they've got no one to kick to. Like a couple of times there, Rod Peacock run straight at the ball.
Yep.
And
I
went
don't
through
believe
a
it's a
pack.
good idea.
Back in the middle, Oakley.
We'll do
Smith.
something about it.
Great play, gets it down towards Cook. Handball back to the middle. Fanning, who's done well in this quarter. Handball to Sabali Armstrong on his left. Usually kicks it okay too. Goes towards centre half forward up. Bradley off hands. Menzies at the back. He gets half a Shepherd. Should have got a bit more. No high tackle. Oh, the crowd not happy. Out towards Oakley. Got a bit of time. Can handball it back to McTaggart. He can go to Gardner. He can run further. Goes to the right boot. Long towards Forbes. Bernardo from behind. They go up off hands. Goes to the front of the pack. Matthew Festuca. He picks it up and clears the danger, but only as far as Gardner. Can't pick it up though on a half volley. Handball back to Delaney. And that came from Howlett. Goes from half back towards half forward. Aitchison uses the body against Bark. Oh, great play, Aitchy. Didn't pay the mark though. Play on the call. In there fighting hard.
Why didn't
is
he?
Marty Rowan also. And it will be a ball up in between wing and half forward.
I thought the man in front probably had a bit of purchase on it first.
So a ball up. We see Justin coming off and Daryl Cox back on the ground. Now up Oakley, gets it down to the side. Gardner, handball, and gets a kick away towards Bradley and Menzies. 2 on 2. Bradley in front, does well, breaks free. Oh, too easy at half forward, takes a bounce and takes...
Kick it,
well,
son.
goes very close. Jared Thwaites. Oh, is that down the field? No, it's not. And it's through for one behind to Aaron Bradley. So they go to 10-9-69. Thomson, Werribee Central's 12-2-74. Leicester Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 20.5 minutes played.
Roland Beck now has the lead wide on the flank. It's come from Kennedy. Oh, the ball didn't bounce. Maharis picks it up, bump down. Gets a handball away. Forbes, little toe poke out wide to Sabali Armstrong on the left foot. Armstrong goes to the head of the goal square. He's right across the face of goal. It's still in. No, finally just rolls across the boundary line and probably had a lot more time than he realised, Sabali Armstrong, on that occasion, because the toe poke from Forbes put it right out in the open. However, he's missed. 10 metres from the behind post. 21 minutes, third quarter. The ball comes in. Tap down. Comes to Flakemore. Handballs it to Gardner. Gardner tries to crash his way through the pack. Can't get clear. Finally, Hawks intercepts. Kicks it wide to half-back. Werribee Central through... is that Cook out there on half-back flank. Happy to see the ball to the boundary and try to get a few of the Werribee players a little further up the ground. Well, I think they're obviously, Laurie, going to bank on a big last quarter because they're continuing to flood the back line.
Yes.
When they do get it, they've got no one to kick it to. However, it's out of bounds, half-back flank. 22 minutes gone. Smith does the ruck work to Howland. Oh, his handball to Thwaites has put him absolutely in real trouble. Picked up by Will McTaggart. 2 full forward. Comes to ground. Nick Maharis picks it up. He's broken the tackle. Has a pot shot from goal. Oh, he's 25 metres out and I think he's missed.
I think he's got it.
No, he's missed.
Oh, missed it.
So a bad miss from Maharis. Perhaps under a bit of pressure there. But it is a behind. 10-10-70 Thomson. They trail Werribee Central's 12-2-74. Leicester Wyndham third quarter scoreboard into the 23rd minute.
Beck from fullback. Lex to go the other side against Smith. Oakley off hands to the front of the pack. Aaron Bradley handball towards Dale Menzies. 30 metres and closing. Oh, terrible kick off the boot and out of bounds for a boundary throw in the left forward pocket.
I've got to say, Dale Menzies hasn't kicked the footy well today, has he? He's normally a goal sneak.
2 behinds, put that one out of bounds. Fanning off, wolfing him back on. Daniel Thomas waiting to come on for Werribee Central's boundary throw in left forward pocket. Thompson in attack. Cox gets it down to the front of the pack and back out of bounds for another throw in. So deep into Thompson's attacking zone there, 4 points behind. 10-10-70. Werribee Central's 12-2-74. Boundary throw in. Cox stands his ground. Gets it down to the front. Forbes off hands. Tim Gardner's there as well. Tries to get the handball away. Shuffled out again. Out of bounds on the full, in fact.
Yeah, who kicked
and
it?
a free kick to Sabali Armstrong. And they're pretty deep pockets here at Thomson.
Thompson's blokes running around here with no one on them.
You better get the runner out there, Laurie. Sabali Armstrong, who's kicked 1 goal 1. He's on the boundary line, 45 metres out. No trouble with distance. Question of accuracy now.
He's just a boy to dob this, I tell you.
Comes in off a couple of steps and kicks the goal. That's as easy as that for Sabali Armstrong. Oh,
No, he's missed it.
jeez. I must be going blind. I better go and have that test, I think.
That umpire never moved an eyebrow.
He did not move a muscle, did he? Gave it one behind. 10-11-71 Thomson. Werribee Central's 12-2-74. Leicester Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 23.5 minutes played.
Like all the cars around the ground, they all bipped and everything. They thought all the umpires haven't moved. It's obviously a goal.
So Beck kicks it in long for Werribee Central's out to the wing. Big pack of players out there. Comes to ground. Gardner. Handball to Menzies. Back to Bradley. Bradley running into goal. He's kept it low, and I think this time it might be there. It's given Thomson the lead. So Bradley, he's kicked his first for the day, and it's the 11th for Thomson. 11-11-77. They've taken the lead from Werribee Central's 12-2-74. Leicester Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes gone.
Well, they had enough of the footy there, Pete, didn't they, in the forward line? They had to kick one sooner or later.
I think it's been down there for 20 minutes.
So we see Thomas coming on for Stuka off for Werribee Centrals.
Yeah, I think that flooding the back line, I don't think that's been to the benefit of Werribee, to be quite frank.
Well, it doesn't let you get the ball out, does it?
No.
So back in the middle.
That's got to be 50. That's got to be a free kick. The water boy's still in the middle.
Smith gets it down. Oakley kick off from towards centre half forward. Oh, Nick Mahara, Savali Armstrong, play advantage. Spud on the left.
Goal.
Goal! Has kicked it from 40. He's second. The 12th for Thomson. They go to 12-11-83. Werribee Central's 12-2-74. 2 in a minute for the Tommy Tigers, and they got it from the middle again, even though Chris Smith had a free go at the centre bounce.
It's 2 in a minute to Sabuli Armstrong too, isn't it?
I tell you what, they were dead set lucky because
No,
the
Bradley
Thomson,
kicked the last
Thomson water boy was still in the centre square when the umpire put the ball in the air. And well in the centre square, I've got to tell you.
Well, the question's been put to Werribee now. Are they any good?
So, umpire with the football. Into time on, 25 minutes gone. So, Werribee, a few more players in the forward half now as the ball goes in the middle. Smith taps it down. Gardner runs on it for Thomson, kicks it off the ground. He's tackle without the footy, just sheer strength, picks it up, kicks it forward for Thomson. Running with the
great
final
mark.
ball is Bradley. Strong mark on his
That's
chest,
a great
and
mark.
not only strong but courageous. And he's inside 50. Take a very good kick, but he has got the breeze behind him. And Aaron Bradley's kicked one this quarter. About to take his kick, and every goal they get from here on Thomson, Werribee got to get him back. He's put it high in the air. It's a huge kick. It's a straight kick. It's a goal. Magnificent effort from Bradley. So it's his second. So they're on a run at the moment, the Thomson side. 13-11-89. They lead Werribee Centrals 12-2-74. Lexus have won them. Third quarter scoreboard, 26 minutes gone.
Stewart back on, Thomas off.
And not that I'm reading too much into this, Jason. I noticed the rot started when Sean Stewart came off the ground.
Yes. I think he had to come off for a spell. I think that was good. That was probably good tactics to freshen him up a bit.
Back in the middle. Oakley's been dominating since Stewart's been off, but he's back on now. Chris Smith back out to the wing on Aaron Bradley, who's kicked 2 goals. 15 points up, Thomson. 13-11-89. They lead Werribee 12-2-74.
Well, we saw what happened last week, Jace, when they got a roll on Thomson. They're hard to stop, and tell you what, they got the tails up at the moment.
Well, I think Timmy Gardner stepped up a bit too. His work around the pack's fantastic.
What do you mean around the packs? In the packs?
Well, in the packs.
I don't think he's trying to bust as many packs. He's going around them. He's doing a bit more sidestepping than actually physically trying to break through the pack.
Back in the middle, Stewart and Oakley. They go up. Stewart got 2 taps on it and then chased it. Gardner there again, fighting hard for it. Timmy Gardner on the cricket pitch area, surrounded. The umpire will come in and ball it up. Secondary bounce in the middle. We've been playing 27 minutes in the third term. Thomson leaders by 15 points. Ball up now. Oakley goes up, gets it down, and Gardner. Oakley on hands and knees, handball to Woofin, and got his head ripped off, and the umpire said play on.
Why doesn't one of the other umpires blow the whistle? If one's unsighted,
I think they're only allowed to in their area.
No, they're not.
That's what they tell you.
They've got to get the decision right.
On the cricket pitch area in the middle, Stewart stands there. Oakley comes a long way and gets it down. Howlett had it. Tried to give it a cook. He's surrounded and still going. Play on the call. Stewart tried to get it away. Still in the middle. Chris Smith got it. Handballed it to Howlett. Left foot kick high in the air. Still in the middle. Flakemore runs back with courage. Pushed off the ball. No free kick. McTaggart over the top as well, fighting hard for it. Surrounded Werribee Centrals, and Thomson hold it up.
Finally, a bit of courage there. Threw himself in.
Well, they've got to do something, Eric, at the moment.
So McTaggart getting up with Foley. Ball up between the centre position.
One more goal be enough, Pete?
No.
Oakley. Stewart gets it down off hands. Chris Delaney goes towards half forward. Calvert off the head of Andrew Atchison in the end. Peacock falls over. Don't do that, son. They might be in trouble here. Lee gets it out towards Heath Buck. Handball to Calvert. Kick around the corner to Delaney was great. And can they stop the rot with a goal here? Chris Delaney will shoot for goal from 35 metres out. Slight angle.
Especially at 29 minutes.
I was going to say, probably be the last play of the day.
27 years of age, he should be experienced. Go back and kick it, son.
So Chris Delaney to shoot for goal. Slight angle. Kicking into the breeze. 30 metres out.
Very important kick in the context of the result of this game.
He's doing the Matthew Lloyd, throwing the grass in the air.
Has he been a goal kicker, Chris Delaney, at his prime?
Not really.
I think he's a little
goal
get
sneaker.
one or two every now and again.
Yeah. Not consistent.
A bit like me when I was playing.
Well, enough said.
Jeez, tough in the back pocket was. Chris Delaney comes in. 30 metres out.
Tell you what,
He's got it.
Good job.
It looks pretty good off the boot. And the goal umpire agrees. So Chris Delaney's first goal. in the 13th for Werribee Centrals. They go to 13 goals, 280. They trail Thomson 13-11-89 on the Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 30 minutes played.
Yeah, so that could be a very, very important goal, Pete, because Thomson were on a roll.
Mate, you said if Thomson got another one, would it be enough?
Yeah.
I'd be happy if we're about 30 points up.
So the ball back in the middle. Umpire about to put it in the air once again.
But they had the numbers down there, Pete, to make something of that, didn't they, Dan, when they went forward?
Yep.
So ball goes up, Stewart and Oakley. Stewart gets the tap down, intercepted by McTaggart. Handball to Wolfenden. Wolfenden kicked the centre half forward. Good defence there by Bernardo. Ball comes to ground. Mary, handball to Chris Smith. Chris Smith up a couple of steps, kicks it long towards half forward. In front is, James Hicksbug, picked up by Cook. A blind turn, he's kicked it to the goal square. James Lee almost takes the mark. The ball's loose in the goal square. Picking it up there is Luke Luddick, dangerous in these situations. Can't control it. And forced over the boundary line. So
somebody in the box has just told me it was deliberate.
I think he had about 4 players pushing it.
That's the Thomson connection.
I was going to say, I think that bloke might have had a purple and gold jumper on too.
So 10 metres from the behind post. 31 minutes into the third quarter. James Lee, beautiful tap down to Cook. Unfortunately, couldn't go with the footy. Luke Luddick bends down, pick it up. I tell you what, but the one hand, he threw it on the left boot with the left hand and gets it behind. Goodness gracious, how lucky was that? So they're behind. 13-3-81, Werribee Centrals. They trail Thomson 13-11-89. Lexus will win them third quarter scoreboard. 31 minutes has ticked over.
He's doing it at both ends at the moment, Sabali Armstrong. About to kick in. He's kicked 2 goals too this afternoon. He's going to do the kicking in as well.
Pass it to Dale Menzies.
He goes long, looking for Nick Maharis on a very long lead. That's a fantastic kick. 65 metres, hit him on the chest.
Wasn't a bad lead. Nick
Maharis from centre half forward. He goes long towards Luke Forbes. There's the siren.
And nearly knocked Nick over. That's how good it was.
So, 3-quarter time. And it is Thomson 13-11-89. They lead Werribee Centrals 13-3-81 by 8 points at the final change in that quarter. 2 goals, 1 for Werribee Centrals, 6 goals, 6 for Thomson, and they lead by 8 points at the final change. The goal kickers for Thomson, 3 to Troy Maharis and 2 each to Savali Armstrong, Will McTaggart and Aaron Bradley. Singles to Luke Forbes, Jason Stein, Michael Flakemore and Greg Mervyn. While for Werribee Centrals, 4 to Heath Buck, 2 to Andrew Howlett and 2 to Warren Foley. Singles to Chris Smith, James Lee, David Kennedy, Stephen Cook and Chris Delaney. 8 points of difference. Set up for a fantastic final term. We'll be back with that shortly on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.